Hi, welcome to Take This Rose. I'm Tommy.
And I'm Jenny.
And now we always have that terrifying moment, making sure that our stream is nice and going.
Receiving your content.
There we go. Oh,
you
perfect.
are live.
We are here to discuss the beginning of a journey.
And I just ate a whole bunch of frosting so that I can stay awake.
And so my teeth are a little bleeding from the frosting too. I'm a little self-conscious of it right now. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see us checking out our teeth. Very exciting.
I don't think this would have turned. It's a pastel.
Well, it's from our presenting sponsor, Jenny Cakes Chai.
Jenny Cakes.
Yeah.
Custom desserts.
Yeah, so.
This is me. I make the cakes.
Yeah, Jenny makes cakes for us. So
I made some unicorn cupcakes for my sister for the last day of school.
And you can see those on
my Instagram.
At
Jenny Cakes Shy. C-H-I.
There you go. Check it out. So yeah, we're here to talk about Becca's season premiere of The Bachelorette. Very exciting. Not at all.
No, it's very rudimentary.
Yeah, this episode is pretty awful, typically.
It's always bad. There are too many people.
Yeah.
There needs to be 10.
Also, with The Bachelorette, whoever she gives the first impression rose to, that's who's going to win. That's how it's been the last 3 years.
And it was terrible.
Not a good choice.
Terrible choice.
Yeah, so we really just did not like it.
We skewered him on our preview.
What exactly did we say?
We did not, because he likes Chris Farley. Yeah. And they made like a pun. Because he also likes to fish.
Right.
They made a pun about being down by the river. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So, we're off to a disappointing start.
A rip-roaring start.
Let's get our plugs out of the way, okay? So, our presenting sponsor is at Jenny Cakes Shy.
Yes.
No money. This exchanging as we're getting paid in frosting.
Yes. No leftover cake because it was cupcakes.
No, that's okay. That's fine. We have an Instagram.
At Take This Rose Podcast.
An email.
TakeThisRosePodcast@gmail.com.
No new emails this week. But that's okay.
Fuck, guys.
Yeah, if you ever want to get in touch with us, you can write on our email. Of course, you can always find us on iTunes. But really, the way to watch is YouTube.
For my facial expressions.
Yeah, and there's no other way to watch, actually, now that I think about my phrasing there.
Once you go YouTube, you don't go back.
Right, yeah. So carve out some time. Watch us on the YouTubes. Just look up Take This Rose Podcast. You'll be able to find us.
Yeah. A few people watching us live. We stream. We'll do it almost every week.
Yeah.
Except when schedule conflicts.
Yeah. So.
Right after the show. Because we watch it together.
Yeah, we did. We tweeted it on our Twitter.
I tweeted twice.
Yep. At Take This Rose. Check it out.
I was like, I'm only going to tweet when I really have something to say. So I said two things. I said, Becca used to look a lot prettier.
She did.
Before the show stylist got a hold of her.
Yeah.
I want her caramel highlights back. I want that spray tan to wear off, and I need her back in earth tones. Yeah, no more of this sequin, pearl, glitter, velvet nonsense. Just a lot of textures.
Yeah, right. They messed with success. First of all, the sequins. This is just a staple of this franchise. There's so many sequins. And obviously, this is more for women.
Yes.
The sequins.
They don't put the men in sequins.
No, they don't. Not yet.
Sexist.
Yeah. But as a guy, I'll tell you, I don't really care for the sequins. It's too sparkly.
I don't either. And you know what? Those dresses aren't comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, even if you have a lining, they, like, poke through. I had a very glittery dress one homecoming. Also, there was glitter everywhere.
Where'd you go?
Everywhere. Everywhere. I didn't go because my boyfriend broke up with me a week before the dance.
So that's why you don't like sequin dresses.
Instead, I invited this other guy over and we watched Independence Day and made out.
Okay, wow. That's a great make-out movie. Today is our Independence Day, yeah.
Tell you what really gets you going.
Yeah.
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
And
who plays the crazy pilot guy?
No.
Randy
Quaid. He plays the president.
Randy Quaid.
Didn't Randy Quaid have to, like, flee to Canada?
He's like a refugee, yeah. From America to Canada.
Because I forget what he did, but, like...
They were saying that, like...
They were trying to arrest him and stuff. And
he thought there was, like, a plot to kill him and stuff. Ugh. I'm pretty sure him and his wife were, like, living in squalor. It was... So, yeah, good times. So, sequence.
Anyway, the other thing I tweeted was that Garrett can't win. I can't watch him. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not... Did you like anybody?
Yes.
Okay, who?
Lincoln. Mostly because I wanted to have sex with him.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Lincoln's a good-looking guy. I will. He's very sexy.
He seemed very suave too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just looking through my notes. I mean, I love Jordan. If you see a lot of myself in Jordan, that's the male model. The pensive gentleman. That's how he described himself.
You didn't see yourself in the produce lover from Chicago?
Chicago Joe.
Who sounded exactly like him.
Exactly like me.
I'm really sad that he got sent home because that could have been a really funny bit for us.
I know. It just would have been so great. I'm really living vicariously through this man. I mean, to be fair, now we know why I wasn't cast. You can't have two Southside Chicagoans.
No, you really
on the
can't.
show, yeah.
You really can't.
And so I wonder where on the Southside he is from. What grocery store?
I know. What is the grocery store? It didn't look like anything I recognized.
Yeah. I didn't even really see it.
Yeah.
He's just talking about he knows tomatoes.
And then he threw one. It's like, dude, you just bruised it. Tomatoes are delicate.
He kept winking.
He did it a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then he did it, and both you and I just go, stop winking. With the same tone and inflection.
I've never thought to pull that card out of my bag,
The winking?
The winking, but that might be a new go-to.
I feel like I've tried winking on this show before.
Yeah.
Did I do it?
Yeah, there you go. Good job. Do you think he does that at the checkout?
Ooh, the left one's bad.
Oh, you bought a lot of garlic there, Mrs. Adams. Oh man, we're great linkers.
Who made the GIF last time? Can somebody make a GIF?
Oh, I think Ancy did. Yeah.
Yes, Ancy, yeah. Can you make another GIF? We'll give you another one. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Very good. Because we are not technologically savvy.
Don't know.
Speaking of, let's check in with some of our commenters.
Okay.
Carrie B. Blake is my favorite. He would have had my first impression rose. Which one was Blake? I don't remember.
Balake? Oh, he was the guy in the red jacket from Remember the Titans. That's what you said about him.
Oh, yes. I don't know if it was his face or his haircut or the combination, but he seemed like a character with no lines in Remember the Titans.
Yeah. He's just a third down pass rusher, that type of guy.
Yep.
I said he definitely lost his starting spot to one of the black players that came in.
And he was upset about it at first. But then, he came around later.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah.
With the bonding.
Mm-hmm. So, that was Blake.
I also like Christian, Will, and Jason. I don't remember any of... There are
Kristan
too many.
He is the dunker.
There are too many. The professional dunker?
Yeah.
I thought he would be taller. He seemed like a normal height.
Yeah, but he could jump. His vertical was astounding.
That's the thing?
He jumped over Becca.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, was that when I was putting Lucy down?
Yes. Yeah, he jumped over.
I had to put my daughter to sleep, you guys.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
Mia says, I'm so sad about Joe. I had really high hopes since he is from Chicago, but he disappointed me. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's all on him. He didn't have a great... He got a video intro, which was weird, too.
Yeah, and then he got sent home.
Yeah, Chicago Joe. What happened?
What the hell, yeah?
Christy then says Jordan is the worst. So in love with himself. That's why I love him.
Well, you can't deprive the world of him.
I liked him in the preview at the end. He said, "When you look at me, you see professionality."
Not a word.
Not a word.
Not a word, guys.
Professionalism.
Not a word.
Would be the word we're looking for.
But even with the correct word, that sentence still does not make sense.
No. Yeah. He's also 26. Yeah. Okay.
Attached to me is professionalism. That does not make sense.
Can we discuss, for a male model, and I've done some modeling, for a male
Yes, you guys.
Unfortunately. Go to @Tommy.Roth on...
Jordan is Robbie 2.0. Yes, that's what I said. I was like, this guy is Robbie.
But like a dumber Robbie, if that's even fucking possible. He's too baby-faced to be a model.
I'm telling you,
he's very baby-faced.
He is a Kohl's model.
Yeah.
He models for Kohl's.
There you go. He's done some catalog work. I think that was in his bio.
There was a kid in my junior high who modeled for Kohl's, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!"
We all swooned.
Yeah.
In junior high.
Did he go to Payless next? And then he kind of burned out from there.
Tube socks, man.
He flew too close to the sun.
Yep.
And his wings melted.
He thought Payless would lead to famous footwear.
Yeah.
Which would lead to
DSW.
Yeah. Which, have you been to DSW lately? Has anybody been to one of their stores? They look like a famous footwear now. They redesigned, and it's terrible. Everything's tall. I can't see anything. The thing I loved about DSW was browsing across aisles as I walked through.
You've been to more than one DSW in your day, huh?
Yes.
We have a show to talk about called The Bachelorette.
I don't care. People need to know that DSW did a terrible redesign.
Yeah. I think I've been to one recently. I got boots from there.
Yeah.
They're cheap.
Were they short aisles or were they tall?
They're shorter. You can see over them.
Okay. So it's not every store yet.
Yeah.
But the main one I go to looks terrible.
Good to know. So let's just dive right into this week's episode of The Bachelorette. We start off with Becca going through photos of her with Ari. First of all, who prints out photos these days? Why wasn't she just holding a phone?
They were Polaroids.
Yeah, Polaroids. So how many Polaroids were they fucking taking?
Maybe they were just trying to stay away from taking pictures on their phones due to Caitlin's Snapchat mishap.
That could be. We'll get into Caitlin in a little bit.
Caitlin was there, you guys.
Yeah,
she looks terrible.
She didn't get a peep in.
She looks terrible.
So she's going through these photos, and it was not a pretty cry. There was a huge snot bubble. Her nose, like, right off the bat.
Yep.
It just looked, oh, God, it's disgusting.
It was like a previously on.
Yeah.
Previously.
Yeah.
On The Bachelorette.
It sort of looked like when the cockroach at the end of Men in Black is, like, opening its mouth, and, like, some of the stuff that's, like, coming out of that. That's what it looked like her nose was doing. Very vivid. So she was, really sad. Now she feels happy, though, because now she's the Bachelorette.
Woo!
Circle of life. And we got through the first segment of the show, and Jenny said, well, we didn't have any let's do the damn thing.
Because she said, let's bring on the men. And I said, at least she didn't say, let's do the damn thing. And it immediately cut to her and Rachel and JoJo and Caitlin all cheersing, saying, let's do the damn thing. And I was like, ugh.
Fuck. So close. So close to getting through it. But we only had it the one time. Or like a couple times this episode. Auntie, I've never been so bored watching an episode of The Bachelorette. So true. Premieres are typically bad.
Yes.
But this was a bad premiere.
Yes.
I said this, and I don't mean this to sound harsh. Because Becca is beautiful. But she is the most plain Jane Bachelorette we've had. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's not really a knock against her. As you were saying.
In a good way. She's a classic beauty.
Yeah.
She's like someone that you would see in real life where you're like, oh man, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. And then you see her every day.
Now. She's not.
No, well, she still is.
She is.
Yeah. Her ass looks great. But, I think she's the type of person where, if you were around her every day, too, you wouldn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's,
you maybe forget how beautiful she is.
And then there's an occasion, you work with her, and then on a Saturday, you're actually going out with work friends, and, you see her out of the office, and you're like, oh, shit. She's really hot. And then you make a pass at her, and then you ruin your reputation in the office, and then you just leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't date coworkers, guys.
No,
it never ends well.
Including
on The Office.
I don't do that because we have literally 0 female trainers on staff. So unless if I have a major lifestyle change.
That's not good.
No, it's not. It's a big problem. We're trying to get more women trainers. My
I would
boss
apply, but I'm not a physical trainer, so
No, personal trainer, yeah.
Personal trainer.
Yeah.
I don't even know the word.
So then they brought on former Bachelorettes. So it was Rachel, Caitlin, and JoJo. Mm-hmm. All of whom still with their final person.
Yep, still rocking that Neil Lane.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, out of the unlikeliest, for sure, has to be JoJo. Yeah, we thought that was going to fall apart. Yeah. I honestly thought they were broken up when they did that after the final rose. Yeah.
It seemed like they were. They did not seem happy. Their happiness seemed very forced. Mm-hmm.
But now they've been forcibly happy.
Are they living together?
I would assume so.
I thought they were living in different cities the last time we...
No, well, he does do... I think he travels a lot because he's a football commentator for ESPN, for the SEC network. He was not a good college player. So, it was JoJo, she got to say a lot. Rachel, she said, fuck Ari. Don't edit that. She said,
but they edited it,
you guys. Out, yeah,
they edited
it. Network. So Rachel got to say a lot.
Yeah.
Caitlin, not so much.
All they showed her saying was that she didn't understand the sage ritual.
Yeah, they ended up doing sage, like the burning sage.
To cleanse the aura, negativity, bad juju. I don't know.
It smells a lot like weed when you use sage.
Yeah.
Some yoga instructors at my core power have used it before. Like, I've gone in there, I was like, woo! Woo! Someone was token up in here. Yeah. So Caitlyn didn't get to say much. I think there still is
friction.
Yeah, because she spoiled her own season of The Bachelorette. Oh, back when we didn't even realize Snapchat was a thing.
And then she stopped eating, got a bunch of highlights and lip injections.
She looks terrible. I mean, there's no other way around it.
I thought she was so pretty when she was on,
She was so pretty, yeah. And like...
less is more, girl. Take off one accessory before you leave the house.
You should say that to Becca.
Her bracelets and rings are terrible.
I feel like she's just wearing like brass knuckles. It's just like if she's ready to throw down if it has to happen.
Looks like she robbed a Charming Charlie's.
Right before going to DSW.
Yes.
So yeah, they all had good advice. They did say women are more intuitive. Mm-hmm. And that's probably why they have more success.
Yeah, there's... I don't know, man. We think less with our vaginas than men do with their dicks.
So this is my thing. I think what happens is that men... This is going to sound so 1950s. Men see 30 women in front of them. Mm-hmm. And we're just like, we just want to sleep with them all.
Yep.
Right? And so, like, that's why none of these last. Because, like, we're just overwhelmed. I say we as though, like, I'm part of this fraternity. The people are just so overwhelmed. And, like, cutting it down to, like, a last couple is hard. Mm-hmm. I think the last few Bachelorettes, like, they've zoned in on somebody night one.
Yeah.
They're like, you're going to wed me.
Yes.
Yes. You are going to be my husband.
Yes.
I might sleep with a couple other guys.
Yes. For funsies.
They're just one-track minded.
But mostly they're heat-seeking missiles.
Right, exactly, yeah. And occasionally there's some collateral damage. And a few people get slept with along the way.
You know.
So that's my theory on it. So yeah, they had great...
Sometimes you have too much whiskey.
Sometimes that was... God, just Caitlyn's season. What a season. We really took it for granted. It was...
We did. We didn't know what we had when we had it.
Caitlyn, I'll tell you who had a great season was Andy. Andy had a great season just because of the finale with Nick. But, God, yeah, Caitlyn... And then,
you were a gem.
Yeah, so great. And then I just wish you'd come back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back to your former
Nick's
self.
still single. Sleep with him again.
He is single. Yeah. I was really hoping that Nick would show up in a very poorly veiled disguise. Yeah. But then...
a mustache, some properly fitting pants.
They should, just to make sure that
Nick... be able to tell.
Just to make sure that Nick isn't sneaking in, they should ask him to say Irish wristwatch 3 times fast. If you can say that, you're allowed on the show. Oh, thank God you're not
Irish
Nick.
Wristwatch. Yeah. Irish wristwatch.
Yeah.
Irish wristwatch.
Which is funny because he was in Ireland when the deed was done with Caitlyn.
And the boned.
So then we got to limo night. Her dress.
It was terrible.
Just not.
It looked heavy and uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you poop in that thing.
You have somebody help you.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of,
Because even if you can get it unzipped, you can't hold it.
Right.
And focus.
Right.
It takes a lot of effort.
Right.
You know what's really hard? Pooping with a 10-month-old sitting at the door. Things they don't tell you when you're a parent. You never go to the bathroom alone.
Yeah, okay.
I'll leave her in the living room and I'll go to the bathroom and then I just hear. And then she's by the door if I don't close it.
Okay.
And she goes, I found you. Well, she doesn't say that because she's 10 months old, but her eyes say it.
In a public restroom.
Mommy, I found you.
When you go to the washroom. You've got the baby carrier, right? And let's see, you put it down. Does Lucy face the door, or does she face you?
Every time I've been in a public restroom, I've been with other people. So I either leave her at the table with somebody, or someone comes to the bathroom with me.
Okay. Because someday it's going to happen, and you're going to be like, do I want my daughter to see me going to the bathroom?
Oh, she's seen me go to the bathroom many times.
Okay, so...
And full disclosure, I've held her while I've peed before.
Well, that's not that big of a deal. It's just pee.
Yeah, I don't think I've held her while I pooped.
I would hope
Unless it was unexpected.
That's just a bridge too far.
See, men don't understand unexpected poop because you only sit down.
Oh, I just ran a half marathon. I'm pretty familiar with unexpected poop.
No, not like all of a sudden I have to poop, but like you're sitting on the toilet and you think you just have to pee and you have to poop.
Yeah, I've never had that happen.
Because you only sit when you're planning on pooping.
Yeah, right, true.
But sometimes I think I'm only going to pee.
Yeah, and then the floodgates open, yeah.
And then number 2 happens,
mixed signals, yeah. Switchboard's all lit up. You put a call through to the wrong person. Whoops.
I was like, I guess I did have to poop.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, guys.
So then we got into
subscribe for more.
God, this is terrible. We're already 20 minutes in. At least this will be a 30-minute podcast.
Nothing happens.
So we got some video introductions, which typically is a good sign for paradise for these people. Mm-hmm. So the first one was Clay Harbor, tight end on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mm-hmm. First of all, Clay Harbor, it sounds like a soap opera.
Yes.
Yeah. This week on Clay Harbor. You can spitball from there while I'm eating the frosting.
So he got a thing. They showed him working out. They showed everybody working out. Like everybody that got a video.
It's almost as though some of these guys are in really good shape.
Yeah. But then he was wearing this. Guys, he's eating frosting. Just straight frosting with a spoon. I don't have any graham crackers or anything.
It's okay.
It's just so good. So he had a very nice coat on. He was a good dresser.
My tongue is navy blue.
It's the black frosting that did it. Stick to the pastel.
Why did it have to be the black frosting, Jenny?
Because I'm racist against frosting.
Excuse me, guys. 1 second. Keep talking.
So he was wearing this very nice coat. And I was like, good job, son. He volunteers a lot. He was nice. Yeah. He was very, like, soft-spoken. He was like, I'm not, like, the stereotypical thing you think of when you think of football players.
I liked his fashion sense. I wouldn't dress that way. But I liked it.
It wouldn't look as good on you.
No. No, for sure.
No, you should really dress exclusively from the Nick Vial collection.
I pretty much do. You want to see... Yesterday, I was wearing a very Nicky.
Hit him up. Instagram.
At Tommy.Roth. R-O-T-H. Then we had Garrett, who likes his Chris Farley impersonation. Whatever. Then we had Jordan. Jordan is a gem. He's just gonna tear it up on Paradise. It's a shame that Corinne...
His fake modeling shoot was, like, infuriating in his video.
Yeah. Yeah, just because you've posed on the hood of a car for something, or, like, you've been asked to stand outside in Abercrombie & Fitch or pass out shots of Fireball, that doesn't mean you're a model.
No.
Let's just get that clear.
No. He's a business model. He is solid as a rock.
Yeah. So he's got a look he's going for called the Pensive Gentleman. Pretty much he saw the pilot for Mad Men.
Yes.
Really like how everyone was dressing and how they were drinking. So it's like, this is going to be me now. Didn't really watch the rest of the episodes to see that as kind of a destructive lifestyle.
Yeah. Turns out Don Draper wasn't that happy.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Marilyn says, bring back your schmedium shirts. This is pretty much a schmedium.
It's pretty tight, you guys.
It's pretty tight. I'm having a great episode visually. Yeah. So yeah, Jordan is great. It looks like he's gonna go far, and it looks like he's gonna be a bit of a
dick,
a shit stirrer. Yeah.
A pot stirrer.
Yeah.
It's gonna rouse rabbles.
It's just his professionality is off the charts. Then we had Lincoln, also in very good shape. Mm-hmm. Not much to say about him.
Attractive, suave.
Then we had Chicago Joe, fellow Southsider, probably a Sox fan.
Yep, he's just feeling those grapes and telling you to throw them out because they're not good enough. Because he knows his produce.
I tried 2 tree grapes.
Maybe he can produce a relationship.
Is that how I talk?
No, I can't. I actually can't do a Southside Chicago accent. I'm terrible at it. It all comes out Minnesota.
Yeah, I know, but
Marilyn, no, you should not watch. You should skip it. Marilyn wants to know if she should watch because she didn't. She's just watching us.
No, yeah,
we're always the best part of the show.
Yeah, and we're so humble.
And humble.
Yeah, yeah. So Joe sounds just like me. He is a winker. So we went over all that.
Yeah, the winking.
Jean Blanc
Oh my god, the cologne.
Why?
So much cologne.
And I was just waiting for just a bottle of Axe to be sitting there.
He bragged that, like, one of them, it was this big. It was $1,200. He had Curve.
Like, well, let's go
back. The cologne of choice for guys at my junior high school.
Let's go back to the $1,200 cologne.
Is this big?
Even if you're having sex every time you throw on that cologne, which that would be a high batting average for a cologne. Mm-hmm. You know, because I don't wear cologne every day. It's a special occasion thing.
Yeah.
I would say that there's a chance I'm going to knock it out of the park.
Did we discuss the cologne on or off camera last week? Because I feel like we had an extensive talk about it.
I mean, I think we talked about how I've owned one bottle for the last 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if that was just us or if it was with them.
But I don't know.
Guys, sometimes we talk when you're not here.
Sometimes. Regardless, it's just staggering when you see it in person. All these bottles of cologne.
They're all on the table. One of them was in the shape of a grenade.
Yeah. That's a good omen.
It's got bits of real panther in it. So you know it's good.
60% of the time it works all the time.
Every time.
I don't think that makes sense.
It smells like pure gasoline.
Like what else is like stings the nostrils in a good way.
The nostrils.
So yeah.
Guys, I never saw the second Anchorman, and I think I'm better for it.
Actually, I loved Anchorman too.
You did? I heard it was terrible.
It was so dumb that I really loved it. It's like, you could just tell it was Will Ferrell just being like, I think a lot of this is funny, so I'm going to do it. I really don't care if you get it. Yep. So I thought it was pretty funny.
Yep.
Yep. We had Colton. He's another former football player. A lot of jocks. Mm-hmm. So,
a lot of jocks.
A lot of jocks.
And you pointed out that Colton looks just like her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, I think he's going to go far. He's also a former football player. Mm-hmm.
He was the kind of attractive that after I had sex with him, I'd want him to make me pancakes. Good job. And you probably would wear his t-shirt around all day. I would. Yeah. Tie it up in a knot all cute. Yeah, Because it'd be like 4 times my size. Well, right, of course. He was also pretty beefy.
Yeah, he's so big. He's so muscular.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I fit in on this season. Because I'm not really a jock.
What role would you have played?
Oh, gosh, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
You could have, like, pushed the yoga aspect and been more of, like, the Zen athletic guy.
I mean, a part of me wants to think that I'd be comedic relief. Mm-hmm. And that, I'll be quite frank here. If I was to ever be on the show, there's no chance I'm forming a substantial connection with the lead, right?
Because you are not there for the right reasons.
No, of course not. But also, I just feel like I'd be the type of person, though, that she keeps around because I'm fun to talk to. Yeah. Exactly. Like R.I.P. Jared, who's been locked in a cellar. But actually, the last 2 weeks.
She brings him out twice a day to do Instagram stories.
Yeah. Smile this time. Or else he gets the hose again. If it doesn't smile, it gets the hose again. So I think I'd be that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe with some snarky remarks here and there. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Would you bust out a Chris Farley impression?
No. I don't really do a Chris Farley.
Have my vote.
Yeah, I don't really do a Chris Farley impersonation, but I just don't... I'm kind of surprised that Chris Farley has had this kind of staying power for this guy.
Yeah.
Also, he is from Utah, though. I feel like they just got AOL.
They just got Chris Farley late.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like, so where we were in 2000 is where they are.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a line in Parks and Recs, which, again, you should watch, where Aziz Ansari is like, people here are just getting into Nirvana. I don't have the heart to tell them what happens to Kurt Cobain in 1994.
I feel like that is kind of him. Okay. So then we got to the first limo showed up. And then from here, it's kind of a breeze. First person to get out of the limo, that's typically indicative.
That was Garrett.
It was Colton.
Oh, Colton.
So he's going to go far.
Garrett got the first impression.
Yeah, Garrett's going to win. Who knows? But that's what we're saying now.
Did Brian get the first impression rose?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, over
These
Peter.
bitches.
I know. You believe it? All right, I'm going to go with the pastel frosting this time so I don't have a repeat of the last incident. You can look at my notes and think of something to say.
Limo night, her dress, videos, first limo, Colton. Jean Blanc, a lot more guys than I anticipated. He doesn't know how math works.
Yeah,
numbers are hard.
Guys are showing up. There's probably 12 of them. Jean Blanc says, wow, it's a lot more guys than I had anticipated. Also, something I said of Jean Blanc, I think it was him, is that he looks like the stock photo of a guy giving a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
Yeah. Just pointing to over here. We see that. Yeah.
Got a clicker.
A pie chart.
A laser pointer.
Yeah. And you just see, it says profit, and then there's an arrow going up.
Yep. Unlike the one at Guaranteed Rate Field that goes down.
It's just a big arrow down, actually. Because the mortgage rates are low.
Just like the Sox scores.
You know what? We've had a rough enough night with Joe going home. The south side of Chicago does not need you besmirching us anymore. We're rebuilding. So Jean Blanc, he doesn't know how the show works, apparently.
No.
Then we had Blake Balaki. He rode an ox in and made something about being as strong as an ox. Really missed opportunity for an Oregon Trail reference. Because that was a great game. Which, guess who just started playing that? It's Garrett. Because Utah just got Oregon.
Just got Oregon Trail. It's in the computer lab. It's great.
Yeah.
You can go to your local library and play it.
It is so... Who knew crossing a river was that hard?
Dude, my oxen died and then I got dysentery.
Yeah. I remember...
It's rough.
My brother, somehow downloaded it online, 6 years ago, and we were just playing it one night. We're really cool. We were playing it, and Ed, this guy Ed who was in the wagon party, just told jag off. He fucking first he gets dysentery, then he gets better.
And you're like, just die, Ed.
then he gets scurvy. Because everyone's getting scurvy. There's vegetables all around. He gets scurvy. But he somehow got better. And then fucking Ed broke his leg, and that's what killed him. At that point, I was like, well, it's just Darwinism. Ed was weak. Ed was stupid.
Oh, my God.
I want to know how Ed broke his leg.
You know what the kids on Oregon Trail have fun doing?
What?
Picking up cow pies. You know what cow pies are?
Yeah, they're
dried cow shit.
Yeah.
I remember when I found out what those were, and I was like, why? Well, you can burn them for fire. Then won't it smell like poo?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It will smell like poo.
But it's fuel. Oregon Trail, the original game, you could get into it.
The black with the green.
You could get into fights with the indigenous peoples. And apparently...
We're so culturally sensitive.
That didn't age well. Shockingly.
No.
Yeah. It's aged worse than Caitlyn.
Colonialism.
So yeah, Blake rode in an ox. Some guy, I don't even know who it was. It doesn't matter. It was he rode in a hearse. And he said, when I found out you were the Bachelorette, I literally died, but then I came back to life. So we've just punted on using the word literally correctly at this point.
People have misused it to the point that the dictionary gave up.
Yeah.
They literally changed the definition of literally to mean both literally and figuratively.
Then what?
Figuratively is a different word.
Yes.
It's like the antonym.
Right.
Opposite.
Yeah. So
antonym means opposite.
It does mean opposite. It's a feisty way. That's literally the smartest thing I've heard all day.
We're dumber for having watched this turd pile of a show.
This cow pie of a show. Yeah, we really are. Just, what are we doing with our lives?
Guys, what are we doing? All 12 of you watching us.
It's like...
This is a holiday weekend.
It doesn't matter for you. You're married. You've already given up on life. But I'm here. I'm still living in the city.
A young and virile 28.
I know, gosh.
And I'm an old and shriveled 30. My vagina's useless.
So useless. It's the most useless. Then David showed up dressed as a chicken, and he kept doing pa-ka, pa-ka, even though...
Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Cock-a-doodle. A-doodle-doo.
A-doodle-doo. A-doodle-doo.
Arrested.
We make a lot of Arrested Development references.
New season out tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it came out tomorrow.
Didn't you see the awkward interview?
With, yeah.
Yeah.
He apologized for it, though.
Well, yeah, but, like, he didn't acknowledge what...
Jessica Walter, yeah.
No, he didn't acknowledge, like, what he really should have been apologizing for, which was his instinct to say those things in the first place.
Mm. So David was dressed as a chicken.
Jason Bateman, you guys, Google it.
It doesn't... David was dressed as a chicken. Thing about saying Becca, I always thought that's how you said Becca M's name.
Becca!
Yeah, Becca. And, like, you know, she did run away to a pot farm. It wouldn't be surprising if...
Who do I know that from?
What?
Becca. Oh, that is the way a line is spoken in Pitch Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Skylar Astin says that too. Anna Kendrick. He goes, Becca! Because her name is Becca.
Okay.
I was like, why is that triggering?
Good.
As I'm dying.
Good tangent. Then Kriston dunked on her. He's the Harlem Globetrotter.
Marilyn, don't give up on life.
The Cologne guy, you're better than me, Marilyn. The Cologne guy wrote her a poem, which Jenny called.
He did.
Yeah.
Because he said that one of his hobbies was poetry. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he's going to write a poem and perform it.
Then...
It was like engraved on a thing, too. It wasn't just like a piece of notebook paper.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, no. He actually invested in it, which was terrible. Then Chase. This was really dramatic. Chase, who, mind you, had about 5 seconds of screen time prior to this. Yes. His ex-girlfriend texted somebody on the cast. No clue how that happened.
And this guy in his velvet jacket.
Chris, the guy that I said, it looks like he's had... I said, Chris looks like the guy... Some guy at a bar who, like, pulls you aside to have a real, like, serious heart-to-heart about cunnilingus with you. Just to make sure that you're doing it right. And, like, his eyes are, like, really fired up. He's like, look, man.
He knows.
Gotta be doing it right. You gotta please her. And then he, like, points at a woman. Like she's an object. That's Chris. And then Chase, I don't know, he decides to talk to Becca about this.
He, like, gets a bunch of the guys and he's like, guys, I need your advice about this. Like, do I confront him? And so he talks to Chase, and then Chase talks to Becca and is like, I want to get ahead of this. Like, this is a girl I dated for, like, a month, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Blah, blah, blah. Well, reasons. Reasons. I'm here for the right reasons. I'm so sick of that phrase.
His ex-girlfriend won. I mean, she won big time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Then there was Jake. Another guy that, you know, it's kind of crazy when you're so invested in some of these people. Uh-huh. Like how we were in Jake. He and Becca knew each other from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Minnesota.
Yeah, you betcha they knew each other. And
oh
yeah. And,
all the way down the pub.
Becca, she had lutefisk with him one time at the Christmas party. And he didn't like her lutefisk and she didn't like his. So she said, hey, toodaloo.
Guys, this is how it went.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
They apparently had met a bunch of times prior.
And he, like, didn't remember.
And so she said that she's not interested. And she's like, why didn't you pursue me then? But she had been they had a boyfriend who was muscular.
Yeah. Sorry, my baby's crying.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters. I'm sorry that she's upset.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her on an earlier bedtime, guys. This is rough.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to go to bed earlier, too. For some reason, I just keep staying up until 10. I have to be up at 4 every day. I don't know why.
So late.
I know, so late. So then, yeah, Jake, she sends home Jake.
Yeah.
No one cared. Like, it's weird that they had, like, these weird drama things.
That were completely manufactured.
Like, they're trying to, like, replicate things from a couple seasons ago, right? Mm-hmm. They're trying to do DeMario with this guy, Chase.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to do Liz. Remember Liz on Nick's season? Nick had her.
Oh, yeah, the bridesmaid.
Yeah. And so, like, yeah, they're just trying to, like, reenact that, which does not bode well for her season.
No.
I don't think she's got much charisma.
They've run out of ideas.
Yeah. So.
Season 22.
Garrett then got the first impression rose.
Or however many. I looked at, that's the
14,
wrong title. On this video.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Then Garrett got the first impression rose.
And I was like, ugh.
That's my Chris Farley stuff.
Keep it.
Yeah. It's shocked. It bothers me because at Second City where we met, I feel like everyone just thinks that he's the cat's meow.
They do. Everybody loves Farley in that building.
Yeah. So it's like, oh god. I don't know. Garrett got the first impression rose and then a bunch of people went home.
Woo!
That's about it.
She picked a lot of black guys first.
Yeah. She's not racist.
Guys, no.
She's not racist, okay? She's for sure never been with a black guy. It's something we established, yeah. I don't think she's been with many guys.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, it seems like that past relationship was a little prohibitive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was like 7 or 9 years or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a long time.
It was like a really long time. And if she's 31?
Is she that old?
30?
I mean, not that that's old, but...
22?
Yeah. She's over 18. That's all that matters. So yeah, that was about it. We're going to wrap up. First of all, let's do our plugs one last time.
Email.
TakeThisRosePodcast@gmail.com.
Email us. Instagram.
@TakeThisRosePodcast.
Twitter.
@TakeThisRose.
Facebook.
TakeThisRose. My Instagram.
Tommy's Instagram.
@Tommy.Roth.
Jenny's Instagram.
@JennyCakesChai. We're going to get into it. The perfect letter. Got a new passage. So if you're a long-time listener, we have read from this book before. Mm-hmm. We're going to read new passages this year.
And I think it'll be better with the facial expressions.
Okay. Something that I've liked that you've done is you've done a different narrator voice and character voice.
I do. I gotta differentiate. Are you gonna...
From here, I'm going to try to do a character voice.
Okay.
Okay? We're labeled T and J. We're alternating, okay?
Okay.
All right. I haven't really read this. This is a lengthier passage, too. So settle in.
Bear with us.
Yeah.
Cold read.
Okay, here we go. Mac loves me. I'm black. I thought the Pixel Blast was overkill. She's not marrying them. Just stop it. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe.
She's going to pick a white dude.
Yeah, of course. Oh, she's picking Garrett. That's who she's going to... Or Colton. One of those two.
I accidentally saw some spoilers about Colton.
Okay. So let's not...
I won't spoil it.
Delve into that. We're in chapter 8, and if you're reading along at home...
Page 147
the
in your
paperback,
hymnals.
In the paperback, okay? Here we go. That can't be right. Lee Merrill isn't speaking to me. She hasn't forgiven me.
Yes, she has, Lee said, and leaned down to kiss him again with the greatest tenderness, blotting out all thoughts but the feel of her mouth on his mouth. Like she was far away on some half-deserted island where no one knew her and there were no consequences to her actions. Whatever happened yesterday didn't matter. Whatever happened tomorrow didn't matter. There was only now and the feel of his flesh beneath her hands, his breath in her lungs. She never wanted to leave this room, this man, this moment.
They sank further into the kiss, Lee's hands running up the length of Jake's body.
Commit, Roth.
This new body that was so strange and yet so familiar. The broad, flat muscles of his chest, the tufts of dark hair on his belly. Could this really be the same man? The same boy she'd loved so long ago? Did I remember that she didn't remember him like this? That in her mind's eye, she could still see him as a kid of 18, 17, skinny and sunburned with a mouth full of braces? She kissed the hollow of his throat, the soft place behind his ear, which tasted of sweat and her perfume. He said. That's nice.
Nice, Lee said, and pinched his nipple. That's all you have to say?
I meant tremendous, exquisite, he said, squirming away from her. Ow! Okay, I give up! The best I ever had. When did you get so rough?
That was tame, buddy. You haven't seen rough yet, she said, reaching down to smack his bare ass once, twice, leaving a red handprint.
Ow! He jumped up and flipped her over onto her belly. How would you like it if I did that to you? He said, and gave her rump a playful smack.
I might like it very much, she said. Oh, I went southern. And stretched out to her full length.
They're from the south.
Can I try that again?
Jake gave a low whistle of appreciation. I can't whistle right now. I would, but I think I need a shower first. Care to join me?
I like the way you think. He ran the water hot and stood under the spray. Lee climbed in behind him, soaping him up, running her hands over his arms, his hips. Already she felt like she was beginning to remember the rhythms of his desire, the tempo of his passion, and rest, and more passion. The hunger in him, less boyish, but more powerful than it had been when they were kids. They'd always had a natural compatibility, a chemistry that was both emotional and physical. And she felt it click back into place as she licked his neck, his nipples, feeling something inside her catch and flare once more. It's called a vagina clench.
You're still going.
She was surprised at her own desire, how powerful it was, that even after a night of almost unbearable passion, she was still ready for more.
The running water of the shower offered a new and different kind of pleasure, one they'd never dared when they were kids and living at home under Jean's watchful eye. Jake turned to kiss her, his body slick with water and soap, his hands and mouth gliding over the silkiness of her breasts between her legs. There was no friction, only the pressure of desire.
Lee closed her eyes and felt the water spraying them both, a wetness on top of wetness. Jake's tongue flicking over the center of desire gently at first, then more and more insistent until she felt a gentle pop and the world was warm around her.
Jake stood up and ran a hand over his hair to get it out of his eyes. Had enough? He asked.
She reached out and pulled him into her. Not quite, she said.
Later, when they collapsed on the bottom of the shower stall with their arms around each other, Jake stroked her hair, the water spraying them both. And scene.
Question. Says Chris Harrison thinks that a woman's orgasm is a pop. Is that what he thinks it is?
Apparently, it's a pop. But Tori, your character voices both sound exactly like you did before. We turned it on, okay? It's subtle.
Memory.
Alright, McConaughey doesn't do character voice.
They're supposed to sound the same. I think it's a compliment. It's consistency.
Okay. This is on sale, okay? The Perfect Letter by Chris Harrison. You can go buy it. Online. Alright? Support Papa Bear.
Support your local bookstore. Go.
There's his picture.
Or ask them to order it because they will not have it in stock.
We look so much alike, him and I. Wait.
Go in close. Go close.
So good. So good.
Oh my
Okay.
God,
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thanks so much for watching. I don't know why you decide to watch next week, but if you do,
Guys,
make sure you tune in.
it's not a pop.
Well, what is it?
Opposite of a pop.
Is that the noise? I don't know. We'll
Yep, it makes a noise. That's it.
We'll get in touch with Papa Bear.
I need to know how he researched this book.
For that and more, tune in next week.
I want to talk about it more.
Well, we can talk about it here. What do you want to say?
Do you think that he was with like a woman for a really long time
Just kept popping.
and he never made her orgasm and she always faked it, and one day he was like, oh, was that good for you? like what did it feel like? And she's like, it was like a pop. And he like took that as gospel.
Yeah, it's like when you suffer a traumatic knee injury. It was the same sensation. There's a pop. Yeah, I think that's a very likely explanation. We'll get to the bottom of it next
Email
week.
us with your thoughts.
Yeah.
TakeThisRoastPodcast@gmail.com. Okay, bye.